It's the end of the year now, and it's literally the 31st of 2024. And I'm recording this, it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I want to share, some of the lessons, some of the wins, and some of the things I'm working on for 2025. I'm not even sure if most of you will watch this video, but it's just something I can reflect back on, but also might give you some insights or ideas, just of what I go through. And because not everything is like as it seems, and sometimes you have challenges and stuff. So I wanted to just talk a bit about 2024 and share some of the wins, fails, and what I'm looking forward to next year. So let's kick it off with some of the wins. Focus on the positivity first. So I got to speak at SXSW, and it's a global event. You've probably seen it online. Basically, it's a tech, AI, creativity, all-in-one type of event where big speakers, big brands come and talk. And so they had it in Sydney. They also do it around the world. This year was pretty cool. I had a connection through one of the brands I worked with. I did a collaboration with Getty Images, and they were running an event at SX Southwest, and they asked me to come to the event. And it wasn't for speaking. It was actually for an AI generation competition. And I was like, okay, cool. Something a bit different. And I used they have an image generator, which is pretty cool. I did a video on it. You can check it out. But basically, they wanted to go on there. It was 4 of us. And one of the guys worked at NVIDIA, which is pretty cool. There was a few other people from Sydney. One was like a video guy. And there was another girl. She works in like tech for like big companies. And we had a 15-minute battle doing some prompts. We had to come up with an idea around biomimicry. It was really fun. It was cool. I didn't want to do it, because it was sort of out of my comfort zone. But I said, stuff it, like it's an opportunity. Travel to the city. Let's go do it. And it was really fun. Next was I created 2 new templates in my Notion client portal and my brand contract template. And I also updated all my templates with Figma files now. So originally I just had Adobe Illustrator files because that's primarily what I use, and a lot of the designers I help use. And a lot of you use Figma as well because it's free. So I decided, let's do some Figma files, and I added that, which is super cool. So that was exciting. For me, it's all about building my ecosystem. So I'm trying to build courses, templates, have all these tools that whatever designer wants to learn from me, that they can learn everything and have all the tools they need that all connect with each other. And so, I had fun with that. I love using Notion. I'm a big fan of it, and I just love how you can customize it. And it's got so many updates. I'm using the Notion calendar. It's got automations, a whole bunch of things. I think that was really cool. The next big win was I actually increased my income by 30% compared to last year, 2023. So that was a big win. I'm super excited to have worked with more clients, more brands. I did a lot of design projects, websites, logos, identities, and then also with did collabs with some big brands last year, which was really cool. Adobe, Logitech, Getty Images, just to name a few. But it was super fun, super blessed, super thankful. And I want to keep increasing my income. I don't just want to stay at 10K a month. I want to go 20, 30, 50K a month. And not just to make money, but, I want to build wealth. I want to be able to give my kids a great future. And I want to be able to help more people. The more money you can make, the more I can expand my team. It's just me and the video editor at the moment. I do edit some of my videos, like my shorts at the moment, but he helps me out. So I'm super blessed, thankful to God for that. And looking forward to bigger and more in 2025. I did mention I did some big collaborations, which is cool. That's part of the win as well. I did a lot of YouTube stuff. I did a lot of reels as well. I focused on growing my newsletter as well, which was a big thing. So that I hit 7,000 on my newsletter. So that was a big win. It brought a lot of new people in to my list. And it's always great to work with new brands and just expand my mindset. It's I can work with these big brands. Even though I have done in the past, it's a good reminder that I have value. There's value in my personal brand and my audience. And that's why I want to teach more designers how to be creators and not just designers and doing logos. There's more to it. Now, next is my son was born this year, about 6 months ago in July, baby Isaiah. So I'm a father of 2 now officially. Life is busy. Life has been busy, but kids are great. I wake up with more purpose. It's actually forced me to be more proactive and productive, and waking up earlier. I have to find times to, sometimes I have to work a bit late or wake up at 5 a.m. now and to get my workouts in, or just be able to focus on writing or creating. And so it really helps you do it for your kids and obviously my wife as well. So that was super exciting. My son was born and he's a strong, healthy baby, and I just love love my children, love my family, and my wife helps me out so much with work and family and everything and the housework. But it's so great that I get to work from home. Like, it's a big blessing and having that freedom. And but yeah, there is times where it's challenging trying to balance everything, prioritize the right things. So I'm still working on it and trying to improve every day to be the best that I can possibly be. YouTube stats, just numbers. I made 1.3 million views, 129 uploads, and 9,500 new subscribers. So yeah, I'm always surprised to hear the YouTube stats. Like, it doesn't seem like much, but it's actually, if you put that to perspective, like, imagine you're in a room with 9,000 people. That's a massive room. And yeah, it's not always about the views, but it's about how many people you can impact. And I want to help and teach and educate as many designers, creatives, and help them build a freelance business, help them get freedom, just help them be more creative and live a more fulfilling life. So those are like a lot of my main wins for the year. Got to work on cool projects and hired a video editor, which is cool. And yeah, so let's talk about a little bit about some of the challenges that I did go through. Sometimes it's not always win-win-win. Sometimes you make mistakes. Sometimes you deal with clients from hell. But the first mistake I made was I actually had to fire a client this year, and the reason was it was an Australian client. It was for an e-commerce brand website, and we did gave them it did have a logo and stuff already, but we did a big website with them in Framer, and we used the plugin to create the e-commerce. And e-commerce is not really my strong suit. I'm more of a digital products person, as you may know. And so for me, we did run into some issues because because Framer is relatively growing. It's new. The plugins are new. And the client was very, very picky, even though I was, working extra hours, staying up late, helping them out. And I hired a developer to help me on this one because it was a bit more, technical. I had multiple projects. So for this one, I basically had to go out of pocket, and I had to lose money. So I basically gave them the website, what we had. It was ready and done, but they were just very picky with every little thing. There were so many revisions and changes, and then it got to the point where it was just causing too much stress on my family. And so I'm like, I'm done with this. It was just impossible to please the client. So I gave them a refund of half the amount. We did the UI design for them. I just refunded the development because it wasn't exactly how they wanted, even though the site was working pretty well. So the biggest lesson is you got to say no sometimes to, average clients, good clients, to be able to say yes to great clients. And sometimes when you make a decision, don't just focus on the money. Focus on is this client right for me? Is this something I want to be doing in the future? Is this something I can learn fast, or am I good at? I'm not, as I said, I'm not a specialist in e-commerce, even though I've done stores, online stores, and I know how to do, digital products and stuff like that. And I'm not afraid to learn something new. I'm able to learn something, take a course, watch a video, and learn something very quick. So for me, that I always try and challenge myself, but sometimes I focus on the money and then I just get lost in that, and then the client ends up being bad. So just a reminder to you guys, don't say yes to every client. It's not worth it. It's not worth the stress, and it's not worth the time and energy. It's just say no, and you'll get another client. So have faith in yourself. Next lesson is I actually had a client that was easy to work with, really great. I did some videos for them on my website. I did identity. You probably saw one of the videos on my YouTube channel, but it was for a real estate business. So basically what happened was they didn't pay the remaining balance. So they owed about $2,000 remaining. And yeah, I followed up so many times. I've probably followed up 6 times. They're like, oh, we sent it to the accountant. They have, they're probably going to send it whenever. And so I followed up for months, but then I just left it. And so it was just, the lesson is basically, they did pay up front. They paid it was it was a big project. It was a 7-8K project. And there's a lot of components. They did pay up front the first chunk of payment, which is good, but it was just that last bit of those extra out of scope things that we had to do. So there's extra invoices, and then they just still haven't paid it. And it's just annoying knowing that you put time and effort and your energy into something, and then it's the business doesn't pay, and then it's are they going bankrupt? Are they just trying to dupe you? What are they? Are they just dodgy? It's just annoying working with people like that. And so we'll see what happens. Hopefully the money comes through. But the lesson is always take money upfront, 100%, but take money before each phase. So obviously I take an upfront payment, usually 50%, sometimes 100%, depending on what it is. And then say you got like the identity phase, then you got the web design, then the web development, for example. And so once you finish phase 1, then you go into phase 2. Before you say do the web design, right, or do the video you're going to create, get payment for that whole phase or that whole section that you're going to be working on those deliverables. And then so once you finish that, so before you're doing any work, you're actually being paid. And that just like shields you from these situations where you're not getting paid and stuff. So that's the lesson there. Always get paid up front before working on any deliverable, any category, any section, any phase of the design process. Next, sort of, not really a failure, but I just feel like I slumped on Instagram. Like I've been stuck at 102,000 followers on Instagram for about 2 years now. Obviously, followers, it's making me rethink my strategy and like think about what content I want to create. Can I improve my content? Instead of doing just tutorials, maybe I should shift to more being quick on like relevant news about design, be more culturally relevant, or focusing on bigger things. But at the end of the day, like I realized the algorithms don't really care about followers. It's all about the quality. It's all about the hook, the storytelling, the authenticity, and the content you're creating. Because they're gonna put out your content to more people if it's shareable, if it's relevant, if it's cultural, like if more people understand it, it's gonna push it out to more people. So yeah, it's just annoying seeing that same number, because I'm a numbers guy. I like seeing growth, but look, it's about views, it's about connection, it's about focusing on your core audience, really. And so stuck at the followers there. YouTube, even though YouTube's been growing, which is good, so that's a positive thing. So, and then lastly, another big lesson is balancing family and business. Now, because I've got 2 kids, my wife works from home. She runs her businesses as well, her online stores, which is cool. But now it's like some days have been really tough where I'd had no sleep and I just feel like mentally, physically low energy and drained, and trying to get to work and create content. And some days it was tough. And so my goal is to better optimize my life for productivity and creativity. And obviously when my kids go to school or go to start going to daycare, then it becomes a bit easier, get some time back. But it just means you have to really use your time wisely. And so that's what I have to do. Like that's why I'm waking up earlier, getting into those habits, waking up 5 a.m. Maybe I might have to start waking up 4 a.m. maybe, and then go to bed early and just focus on work, less leisurely time or playing games or anything like that. I had to cut back on those things. Only during holidays I can do that. And so, yeah, it's been a challenge. It's not easy having a family, having kids and running a business. You see these guys online, they're just a single guy by themselves living in an apartment. They have they got more time, more money. They've got, just themselves. So, and all they do is just work all day 24/7 and hustle and grind. And so that's why if you want to live a life that someone has, then you want to focus. So if you want a family with kids and a person who runs a business, follow those type of people. If you want to be a single guy, then yeah, you can listen to those people because you can relate, but don't listen to someone who hasn't done it. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, so what's ahead for 2025? I don't know. I'm just going to share my goals, just some thoughts, some notes that I thought about. One of the things I wanted to learn this year is more about AI agents. There's a lot of tools out there. Like I was researching about N8N, BotPress, anything LLM. There's so many tools now, not just the generic AI chatbot tool. Like these are agents. Instead of hiring like a virtual assistant or a real person, it would be cool to create your own agents and run it on your own PC. So I can run it on my PC. I've got a strong GPU. I've got an RTX 4090, and it can pump out those requests in the background. So I want to learn more about AI agents, how I can automate my business even further. Even though I've already automated most of the stuff, there's always room for improvement, optimizing. Like I just really want to simplify things and learn more AI, take some courses if I have to. We'll be investing in more courses and things. Just want to research the right ones and get connected to the right people, because you want to be in the room with smarter people than yourself. That's how you learn, and you can observe it as well, how they solve problems. And that's how you can grow faster. Next, my goal is to hit 100,000 subscribers. That's been my goal for such a long time now. It's just sitting at the back of my mind. Even though it's like a vanity metric, it would just be cool to have that, silver button on my wall to show my kids, show my family, hey, I actually achieved this. I set out to do it and I accomplished it. And I think that would just be a big thing to double down on content this year. And really, I've really found out that I do love design and I do like design and working with the clients, but I've realized that I enjoy more, being a creator, creating content, using cool tools, teaching others, educating people, creating products. And I love YouTube. Like I've always grown up with YouTube, and I don't know, I gravitate towards that. And I feel like I want to do more of that and focus on that and just simplify my business instead of trying to do like design agency and do this at the same time. I think that's why I'm sort of honing in and focusing. And so that's one of my other goals as well. Just, maybe putting a pause on design services for a bit and just focusing on creating products, growing YouTube, building a community. I did have the Muir Academy a few years back. I put it on pause. So I really want to build a high ticket program. So if that is something that you would be interested in, leave a comment below. Really helps me sort of start shaping ideas around that to help you as much as possible. If you want to be like a creator like me or work with clients and have a 6-figure business, doing what you love every day. So I want to launch a high ticket program. It's either going to be like a cohort course or a community type course that I want to do, but I want to make it like high level. I want serious people, not just like the average designer, because there are other memberships and stuff out there that are design focused, freelance focused. You got some other ones that are UI based, but I want to focus more on like people who want to be like a designer creator, a value designer or a hybrid designer. I think that's where my strength lies in. I'm really good at that. I've been doing it for so many years now, and so I want to build something, help people, coach people. And I think that will be something fresh to work on this year. Next, create some more monthly Skillshare courses. When I had my son, I put that on pause really, and I didn't do much courses on Skillshare. I'm still generating income from it, but past 6 months I haven't uploaded on there. So I want to do some bite-sized courses, just breaking down some of the, some of my tools and processes when it comes to design. And so they'll be more in depth. They're not just like my YouTube videos. They're more in depth and structured and stuff. So focusing on short courses on there, less than 1 hour. I also want to maintain my waking up, as I said, like 5 a.m. I started it about 2 months ago. So I'm trying to maintain that, doing it every day. I haven't been doing it on weekends though, but I've been doing it like maybe 3 days a week where I've been doing it, but I've been slacking off. So I want to maintain that and just make it a consistent thing. My body's already started to adapt to that time now. So that's a good thing because I'm becoming in sync with it. Next is investing in growth. So allocating a lot of my income, not into just fun things, but into investments. So investing in gold, stocks. We've got crypto as well, which I'm big on. And then we've got ETFs. And this helps build my portfolio, build wealth. So I love talking about money and investments and things. And I think that's very important if you want to build wealth and set your kids up for your future. So that's basically everything. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Maybe you got some insights. Leave a comment below on what you're working on for 2025. What's your goal? I want to hear your big audacious goal in the comments below. And don't waste another year. Like people's time, your time is valuable. Use it to create value in the world. Use it to help others and set yourself up for success. Just start now. And hope this encourages you to set up big goals and don't back down from a challenge. And just even I make mistakes, even the pros make mistakes sometimes, but failure is a great thing because it's one of the best teachers. You learn from experience and you learn fast that way. So I hope this recap of 2024 was cool. But hope you have an awesome New Year's. Don't party too hard, and I hope you have a great start to your year. Talk to you soon, and I'll see you next time.